Etsy SEO, Etsy search engine optimization in 2019, and why the Etsy search is not for you. Hey, I'm Pam Duthie, and this is the second in my series of videos explaining and deep diving Etsy search engine optimization. So if this is something you're interested in, wait till the end of the video and you'll get cards to link you back to the first video. Don't forget to subscribe and come back often. So you've just created an awesome listing, but it's not showing up in search. Or you've had a really great listing that was doing so well in search, but suddenly it's not there. It's not showing up in search anymore. That's not fair. Why is that? It's because Etsy search is not for you. I'm sorry to say this. I know it feels like you put all the work in and it is just not fair. Why isn't Etsy showing you? But we have to think about what the purpose of a search engine is for. A search engine is not for your items to be promoted or showcased by Etsy. I'm sorry, that's just not the case. The purpose of a search engine is to take the people who are searching for an item to the decent items that they might want to buy and bring them together. So if we look at it simply, the purpose of Etsy's search engine is to make Etsy money. It is to show the people who are searching the items that they're most likely to buy, so that they have a good experience on search, so that they're more likely to buy, and so that they're more likely to keep coming back and spend even more money on Etsy. That is the entire purpose of the Etsy search engine. But Pam, I'm paying my 20 cents. Shouldn't Etsy be showcasing me? I pay to put this listing up. And this is a common misconception. Our 20 cents is not to be seen in search. We pay 20 cents to allow our item to be listed, to have our item in our shop. It's basically saving us from hosting our own website and all the expenses associated with that. It is not about being found, it's just allowing us to have the item there showing up in our shop, having all the infrastructure that allows us to have an awesome listing on a shop that we can share with our friends. The Etsy search is for Etsy, but don't be discouraged, because if we know the why of a search engine, then we can work with it in order to get ourselves seen. And all search engines have a slightly different why. For example, Google wants people, when they type in a question, to immediately be able to find the answer to that question. It doesn't want people to go to one website and go, oh, that wasn't it, I have to go to this website and I have to go to this website. It wants the one click that searcher makes to take it to the place that's telling it the answer. Something like YouTube you're on just now. Google owns YouTube, so the search engine's similar, but the reason why is different. For YouTube, the entire point is they want people to come on YouTube and binge watch 40 videos all at once. So they don't just want the question to be answered, but they want it to be answered by someone who's compelling and interesting, that you won't just watch this one video of mine on SEO. You'll then go and watch 20 other videos. So the person that brings people in and keeps them engaged and watching longer is more likely to be shown. And as we said, on Etsy, the purpose is to make Etsy the most money. So we can use that in a few simple ways. Obviously, make our listing the best that we totally can. Whatever search term we're looking for, whatever keywords we have found that seem pretty good, make sure our listings are the best that they can be. Our photographs pop off the page compared to what everyone else's are. Our descriptions are beautiful and descriptive, so the buyer knows that exactly everything they want to know about our item. Our prices are competitive, certainly not too cheap, and our products are quality, and when people come and buy from us, they get the best customer service. But other things that are super important are trying to not be misleading the search engine. Don't mistag. Don't look and go, that's a tag that people are searching for that looks super, that looks like I could do really well in there. It's got nothing to do with my item, but I'm still going to use it. Because at the end of the day, when someone types in that they're wanting a baby hat and up pops a ring, they're not happy with this search engine. Firstly, they're not going to buy your item, but they're also not going to come back to Etsy. If the search engine doesn't give them what they're looking for, then they won't come back. There's other places to go. So make sure your tags are as honest and specific as possible so you're shown to the right people, so the buyers get a good experience, so Etsy gets a good experience, so buyers and Etsy learn to trust you and they're going to show you more. But not only that, Etsy has to experiment. So you might have been doing well, you might have done everything perfectly well, and suddenly you're not on the front page and you can't even see what's changed. One thing that's a problem is obviously when you're on the front page of a decent search term, you get seen a whole lot more. You have a whole lot more opportunity to get sales than other people that aren't seen in search. So what could happen if a search engine only relies on the metrics of how many sales, how many likes, all the rest of it? It can happen that the same item appears on the front page all the time, and that's not ideal because it might not still be the best item. So Etsy every now and again does have to experiment with different listings. Way back in the day we used to call this Etsy flips, where what was on the front page would be flipped off the front page and something else would turn up there. And the good thing is, and Etsy flips probably what got you there in the first place, Etsy gave your item a chance. When you dived in for an important keyword phrase that other people were ranking for, other people were doing awesome for, but Etsy said, let's see if this item, let's see how it goes if we show it to customers. So you had a little flip, your item got seen to a few people, it did well, so Etsy said, this item's doing better than this other item, so we'll push it up there. So equally what can happen is you might have been sitting on that front page, but someone else made a listing and Etsy said, let's give this new listing a try and see how it does. So it'll put this new listing on the front page, and if the new listing does well, if when people see this listing they click on it and buy it more than they clicked on and bought your item, then that item will stay on the front page. However, if your item did better, then it's likely it will come back onto the front page. Etsy has to research, it has to learn, it has to experiment. But really simply put, bear in mind, the search isn't for you. We aim to get on the search. We do our best with search engine optimization. We make our best listings that we can. But Etsy has every right not to show us. It sucks. I know it sucks. And if you do everything right, there's every chance that they will show you. But remember, the search engine is not for you. It's for the customer. Don't try and game it. Don't try and mislead. Don't try and con people. Just try and make the best listing you possibly can, and then Etsy will hopefully fall in love with your item and show it to their customers. Thank you so much. Don't forget, this is the second video in our range, Deep Dive in Etsy SEO. You can see the rest in the playlist here, and don't forget, click on the subscribe so you get notified of my other videos. Thank you so much.